Howdy do, crew. Scotty has asked me to say something to you today. Actually, I got nothing. Well, as you know, when you signed up for this, it's not all fun and excitement. I mean, there's a lot of waiting that you do when you're on board a starship. It's not all evil twins and near-death experiences and fun and excitement and danger every day, no. Why, some days we just sit around and twiddle our thumbs. It's not my place to say anything, of course, but the captain, Spock, who is the second in command, and our chief medical officer, Dr. McCoy, our chief medical officer, all three of them are down on the planet's surface. Anywho, that leaves Scotty in charge. Rand went along. She called me just a few seconds ago. She was babbling something about her legs. My legs, my legs. Poor dear, I don't know what she was talking about. And 2 security officers joined them. That's 6 total. Probably just 4 coming back. Well, they've encountered some kind of deadly airborne virus on the surface that's killed all of the adults on the planet and left only children. 200-year-old children, or something like that. Don't worry. Did I mention they have our chief medical officer with them? Chief medical officer. They'll be fine. McCoy will pull something out of his ass at the last minute, I guarantee you. He always does. Let me assure you that all precautions have been taken to make sure that the virus doesn't get back on board, and the landing party will be back as soon as they find a cure. Now, contagious disease is always a problem out here in space. Why, when we encounter new life forms, there's always the possibility that we'll encounter other new life forms, if you get what I mean. We recently celebrated First Contact Day on board. You remember that day in 2063 when we made first contact with the Vulcans? As you may remember from your Starfleet Academy history classes. Why, I always got A's, of course. Vulcan First Contact was followed by that horrible outbreak of Vulcan jumbo-pox. Ugh. That was followed by Tellarite swine flu. And then came that little wave of all of those Andorian diseases. Andorian blue clap, Smurfilus, and Avatardation, just to name a few. And then, as soon as we encountered the Orion Syndicate and those green slave girls, there was a huge explosion of STDs. Again, if you remember your history very well, you know it was Captain Franklin who made first contact with an Orion slave girl for us. He swore to his wife that he had never touched that green girl, but the Verdant VD said otherwise. I swear, that ship must have been run like a Friday night at Caligula's house. When you're on an away mission, don't remove the helmet or gloves from your environmental suit to scratch your nose. Again, I won't mention any names. Tragic. Keep those on the surface in your thoughts. Why, they'll be back with us in no time. And remember, here on the ship, you're safe from that horrible flesh-eating virus that they are all suffering from. That horrible tissue-destroying killer that wasted a whole society, a whole planet of people, and left it a lord of the flies like wasteland. Toodaloo! My goodness, my skin is so dry. I'm going to pop down to Salon Bay and see if I can get some of that extra strength lotion they have.